Have you ever felt stuck? Stuck in this place that we're supposed to appreciate, this idea of working for somebody for the rest of your life. Growing up, I had a dream to be a writer. I thought, how cool would it be to walk into a nightclub or a Nando's and go up to a pretty girl and say, hello baby, my name's Lawrence and I'm an author. And I told my dad about this dream and he said, Lawrence, writers don't make any money, you do know this. So instead, why don't you just get a good degree, get a safe job, and you can write on the weekends. And my dad was quite successful and I thought, okay, he probably knows better than me, and that's what I did. I studied, got a computer science degree, and I got to start working for this amazing company, Dimension Data, which is a truly amazing company. And I got to work in the group head office section, which meant I traveled quite a lot. And about 4 years of working for this company, I received a letter from HR saying, your role is redundant and we're not going to need you anymore. And I learned that day that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well go after what you love. And I really didn't understand that I had to invest so much time and sacrifice so much of myself for a company that was willing to throw me out when the commercials weren't good enough. I think so often we get sold this idea by companies and by the system that we're living in, that we're winners when we sacrifice our time and our value and who we are for the masquerade of more money that will bring us happiness, but it doesn't. Happiness is not in the money we make or the achievements or the promotion. It's the time we get to spend doing what we love with whom we love. And I find it so sad because I think the more time we spend in the system, in corporates and doing work for other people, we end up surrendering in silence to slavery. We give up our power thinking we don't have any power anymore. We start working for 100 and 150 Rand per hour, putting in late nights, working for people who are horrible, horrible bosses, because we think that the system is the only thing that there is. And I think for me, one of the best things that ever happened to me was being retrenched. Even though it was incredibly hard at that time, I didn't know where I was going to get an income. I didn't really have much businesses outside of that. But I think being forced to make another plan is what got me through it. And Les Brown, one of my favorite motivational speakers, he says that when you have a strong enough why, you can overcome any how. And my why was to never go back to a system where I was undervalued and underappreciated. You know, the worst thing for me was this concept, TGIF. I'm sure you've heard it. Thank God it's Friday. I learned that very quickly when I got into corporate, because that's the only thing you look forward to after a while. The only thing you look forward to is the weekends, TGIF. You get to work on Monday and it's Blue Monday. And then it's Terrible Tuesday, and then it's Wacky Wednesday, and then you start to get a little bit happy on Thursday, and Friday you're like, yes, I get to go to the weekend. I get to actually enjoy my life. And we end up throwing away 5 days of the 7 days of the week because we hate those 5 days, and we end up wishing our lives away. Isn't that, it scares me. What was so powerful for me was when I was retrenched and I had to make it work, I was able to. I had to believe in myself, even though I didn't feel like believing in myself. I mean, I was just thrown out of a company, told I wasn't good enough or wasn't needed for that company. So immediately my thoughts were like, I'm not good enough for anything, and how could I ever do this? But I needed to put food on the table. And it forced me to try. It forced me to go out on my own and at least try. And I guess that the point of this video is for me to tell you and hopefully be an inspiration for you to say, if you've got that burning desire, if you want to get out of the rat race, if you want to get out of that sense of slavery and stuckness, you have to take a chance on yourself. That's sometimes a hard thing to do. Take a chance on yourself, on your beliefs, on your dreams, on your passions, because you can fail at what you don't want. if you follow what you're passionate about, I think you've got a 10 times better chance of making this happen for yourself. And I'm very grateful to be able to tell you that I've written a couple of books now. And although my life's not exactly perfect, I still work really hard and I'm still stuck in a system, I'm a lot happier. And I get to enjoy what I do, and I do a lot more of what I love doing. And I get to hopefully change people's lives. I get to talk to you guys and tell you my story and, babble on like an idiot sometimes on YouTube. And I don't say this to impress you, but I say this to impress upon you that you've got something special to do here. And even if you don't see it for yourself, that's just a temporary thing. As you keep working, as you keep learning, as you keep growing, as you keep pushing yourself, as you keep searching for that special meaning in your life that's going to make you happy, then life's worth all of this. It's not worth the money. It's not worth the promotions. It's about following what you're passionate about. I really hope that you see that there's more to this than just slavery. You don't have to surrender in silence to your dreams. Your dreams are worth living. You just have to take a chance on yourself. Beauty can't be seen by the eye. It can only be felt by the heart. Beauty, thus, is not a fixed idea, but rather a work of art. The first thing you have to know is that you are so much more than just your reflection.